Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another very useful mod that's once again about the food system added with the Apex Survival update. And well, if you have not seen this already, this is called the Continuous Flat Farm Plots, which is, well, this lovely stuff you see all the way in front of me. So what this is basically just alternative blocks, two alternative blocks that replace this one right here. So this is the standard farm plot, but as you can see, it's quite limiting with what you can do with it. Basically, the way it's been made is it has to sit on top of blocks, sit on top of conveyors, sit on top of the irrigation system in order for it to work. And because it is a half block, you can't actually drop it down, be flush with the top of some steel blocks if you want to build it into a floor. And that's where this mod comes in. So panning the camera all the way over here, what we get are two different blocks. One just drops down into the floor like an inset connector, and the other one is more like an armoured panel. Both of them still have their conveyors underneath to actually link them up to the hydration system and all of that. But most importantly, they have nothing around the outside, nothing to actually interfere with it, so you can have just a continuous infinite farm plot if you want to set it up like that. And you can see over here I've got rows and rows and rows, it all looks like one singular farm plot, which is absolutely fantastic if you do want to just have a massive farm that moves away from that more space station-ish look the standard farm plot goes for. Yes, grab hold of my character, that is the standard farm plot that you get with the base game. Let's go over to here, this is what it looks like for the flat one. This is simply a armoured panel farm plot. It handles everything the exact same way, plant the seeds down. It's got a connector underneath it, or even a conveyor port underneath it for you to connect up to. And well, once you're happy with its placement, you see me slap it down, and you just go and build out a massive farm plot, like a regular armoured panel, which is covering up the side of something you want to hide up. The second one is this one, where as you can see, it's basically a conveyor, apart from one side will have the farm plot on top. Which side it is? There it is. So yes, it's going to be the same as the arm panel on top. We've got plenty of ways to connect it up, and this simply just drops down into the floor. We make a nice continuous farm, and can expand it out as much as you want, because it's all conveyed together. It makes it very easy to set up the hydration system or irrigation system, and connect it all up. Put the camera all the way down underneath here, that's how I'll set up this farming plot. You see all the conveyor ports, and well, how I've connected it all up. Anyways, hiding all of that, coming all the way across to here, these are the armor panel versions, just simply sitting on top of some steel blocks, so it's not going to be growing anytime soon. So as you can see there, it's in quite a poorly state, but it's slowly growing. Simply sitting on top of some steel blocks. Underneath here, there's all of its connection points, and does work very well for a nice, large farming plot. Yes, coming all the way up to here, clicking on it, there we are, the exact same thing. We simply select our seed, plant it, and away it goes. If it grows or not, it's going to be if you connect up to a main system. But other than that, it's the same as the standard farm plot over here. And of course, like the standard farm plot, can change the lighting on here. So making it nighttime. There we go, and do using the skybox in the background, because it does light up the area quite a bit. Moving away, as you can see, these farm plots, despite not actually having the light block on the outside, on the side of it, they do still light up the general area, which is very nice stuff. So if you don't want to, set up a growing light system for some extra decoration, you can just use the standard built-in lights on the farming plots. And of course, you can change all the colorings, just like this one. So over here, selecting everything. That'll do. Now we can change the color. So we get nice blue coloring, dark blue coloring, purple, and a more red coloring as well. We can change the radius so we can make it nice and bright, very ominous glow coming from this farm. And of course, everything else if you want to do that. Other than that, it is basically the same as regular farming plot. Bring out the HUD. Here is the standard vanilla one. As you can see, it's 2020, 10, 2020 in terms of its cost. Then coming over to the modded versions, we can see this one is all 20s for its cost, and then we come down to all 10s for the flat version. And with that, that's it for this mod. That's it for what it does, what you can do with it, and of course how it differs and its comparison to the vanilla farm plot that we got with the Apex Survival updates. So if you are interested in using this mod, there will be a link to its description below, which I highly recommend doing, because it's fantastic for having one single giant farming plot, grow all of your food, much like a traditional farming simulator game. Yes, there will be a link to the description below to which you download play on yourself. Highly recommend you do. Or I'll be back with another video some way soon. Bye bye.